Alright, what's good YouTube? D-Rock here with another comic book haul video. I haven't made a video in about I would say like a month. I was supposed to make a video a couple weeks ago, ended up getting sick, and then ever since I was sick I just haven't had time to get a video going. Have a little bit of time today, so I'm gonna get this video made. Also, we'll be making another video maybe most likely next week. On Sunday went to another Comic-Con in Salem, Oregon. Picked up a ton of books there, so I will be making another video here soon. And I've been picking up a lot of toys lately too, and I know I said in the past that I wanted to start doing like toy videos also. But I think I'm gonna for sure slowly start doing that when I get some extra time. But these first three books here, we're going to get into the haul. These first three books were from a garage sale. I was on Craigslist one day and saw somebody listed a ton of books at a garage sale. When I got there, they did have, I wouldn't say a ton of books. They had probably like a couple long boxes worth of books, but most of it was pretty much, random 90s stuff like Valiant and independent stuff. So I only picked up 3 books there. Picked up Superman Man of Steel number 19, Batman 497, Bane Breaking Batman's Back, and Death of Superman Sealed. So only picked up those 3 books there. They had a ton of books, some video games, but nothing was really good. When I was flipping through the books, somebody kind of just bought out all the video games, so I didn't get any dibs on that yet. And then a local flea market picked up Amazing Spider-Man 362, second appearance of Carnage. And then picked up some McFarlane covers, Amazing Spider-Man 310, 311. I think those were the only 2. And then picked up some Infinity War stuff. And the guy that sold me these books, I don't know if he was trying to rip me off, but he told me the price on each book, and I gave him like a little bit more, because I think the total came up to like $3 or something, or $5. I think I gave him a 10, and he's like, alright, thanks. And I'm like, oh, I think it was only like $3 for all of these. And he's like, oh, give me a hard time about it. I'm like, you said, how much all the books were. I think he said like 50 cents each. So the total came to like $3 or $5, and he was like arguing me that like I gave him right money, and I'm like, yo, I gave you like $10, and it was only like $3. I was like, if it's like that, then you can just take all the books back and give me my money. And I was like, if you're trying to play that game, and he's just like, oh, whatever. And then he gave me the change back, and he still didn't know how to count it. And then he ended up giving me more money back than what he was supposed to. And I just looked at him like, I was like, you know what? I was like, here, how about this? And just gave him some money and, bought the books. But I don't know what was up with that guy that day. Either he don't know how to count, or he wanted more money for the books than what he told me, like 50 cents each originally. So I don't know. Math was all wrong, and he was all wrong, and I told him, and he got all butthurt about it. So, but I still walked away with the books anyways. So picked up Infinity War number 2, 3, 4, and number 6. So picked those besides the first 3 up from that one guy. Yeah, he said it was like 50 cents each, and I gave him like a 10, and he just like, oh, thank you, have a nice day. And I was like, whoa, dude, I don't think so. And then from another vendor there, picked up this OMAC number 1, which I know I'm out of bagging boards right now, so I need to rebag this one. But cool cover. Decided to pick that up. Rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy. I picked this up because of him. Star Trek, the motion picture number 1. Got Leonard Nimoy on the cover. Picked that up from that vendor. Also picked up Uncanny X-Men 158, which is the first time Rogue is with the X-Men. So definitely a cool book to look out for. Marvel and DC present Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans, kind of a little crossover book between both companies. It's a little bit of a pricey book. This one's in a little bit rough shape. I don't know how it is compared to one in my collection. I'm gonna check it out and kind of weed out the one in, worse condition. And the guy had some other books there too. So X Factor number 24. Yeah, this guy had, I would say, not even a long box of books, but they were all just, he didn't have any prices on them, and he was just kind of flipping through and just giving me prices. Like, he's like, just pull out all the stuff you want, we'll work on a price. So I just pulled out, decent little stack of books and gave me a price on it. But this was in that box. Yeah, and then he said he was going to be bringing more books in the following weekend, and then I went that weekend, and he didn't even show up. So I don't know what's up with the people at this flea market. It seems like a lot of them, I don't know, it's kind of shady, a lot of the vendors there. So I don't know, I might go check it out a couple more times when the weather gets better. But a lot of the vendors there seem really sketch. Like, they tell you, 50 cents a book. You could pull out 6 books, and they're going to be like, $15, and you're just like, what the hell? I thought you said it's 50 cents a book, Or, like this guy said, oh yeah, come next week and I'll have more books for sure, and then he wasn't even there. So, I don't know. People at this flea market are really sketch, and there really isn't that much stuff, so maybe might make a few trips there just for the hell of it, but not really going to be going there every weekend. And also picked up Wolverine number 1 from the guy. So, yeah, he had a couple key books there for a good price. Yeah, I was hoping he'd bring back more the following weekend, but he didn't show up. So, out of, like, the long box that he had there, I kind of swooped out a few things that, were cool. I still left behind a bunch of stuff. He had, like, some Tales of Suspense books that were, like, covers half missing or falling off. I don't know how much you wanted for those, but, should have probably asked about them. And then Sports Card Show. Picked up Year 68. Picked up a couple copies. Picked up number 2 and number 3. Wasn't sure if I had these yet. Love the artwork in these books. So when I saw them there, definitely had to pick them up. Picked up a bunch of Thanos covers for some reason. I was just flipping through long boxes, and there was keys in there, and there were some other good books, but a lot of it was stuff I already had. So I was like, I'm just gonna hunt down some Thanos covers. So picked up Quasar number 26, Spider-Man number 17, which is a really cool cover. Quasar number 30. And Silver Surfer number 55. Yeah, I didn't have any intentions of going there and spending a lot of money, so I was kind of raiding the cheap bins there. Silver Surfer number 45, another Thanos cover. And then this one, I'm not exactly sure why I picked it up, but I do have a run of the Defenders. I wasn't sure if I had this issue in it, so decided to pick it up. It was real cheap. With a Moon Knight appearance on the cover, so definitely had to pick it up. And then also picked up this West Coast Avengers, Behold the Vision. I think it's like another one of those kind of Vision origin books. I haven't really flipped through it yet. But yeah, I'm still, hopefully one day I can get my hands on a first appearance of Vision. But till then, this was the West Coast Avengers one, so I wanted to check it out and see if it was kind of like the other reprint of his origin. And then picked up a Batgirl number 1, pre-52 stuff. I don't know, I've been looking out for like the Nightwing and, a lot of the pre-52 stuff. A lot of them are a little bit harder to find these days. So when I found this, I decided to pick it up. And then Cable and Deadpool number 9. This has got to be one of my favorite Deadpool covers. I'm trying to get my boy to let me do this cover tattooed on him. So I've been talking to him about getting he's been wanting a Deadpool tattoo, and I told him I want to do, something like this cover on him. Didn't know if I had it yet, so I picked it up, kind of like more of a art reference for a tattoo I want to do in the future. And then X-Force number 47, which is another Deadpool cover. These two were like right next to each other in the bin, so I decided to pick it up. And I picked up an X-Force number 2. Got this for a cheap deal. I even told the vendor, I was like, "Are you sure it's supposed to be in the bin in these boxes with all the cheap books?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care." He's like, "It's the second appearance of Devil, but he's like, I don't care. That book is, you can find it anywhere for cheap, so might as well just pass it on." So this is, again, one of those books, if you find it for cheap, just pick it up. And then Green Lantern 141, first appearance of the Omega Man. Good first appearance. Big, huge crease across the cover. I know mine is kind of a rough copy too, so I don't know. I'm gonna check them out next to each other and see which one's better and keep one of them. I don't know if this one's better, but it was cheap, so I decided to pick it up. And then the last book I picked up, it's about to fall down. There we go. Marvel Premiere number 48. Is second Scott Lang. This is one of those books that I've been trying to find on a good deal at all the comic book conventions. They always want ridiculous prices for them. So glad to find it at a small show for a decent price. I need to get some more bags and boards. All of these are kind of old bags and boards. So I'm going to be going to one of my local comic book shops after I make this video. And then get some supplies. Maybe do a little bit of hunting while I'm there. But mainly go get some more supplies. But yeah, happy to get all these books. It's been weird. It's been dry lately for me on buying books, but probably in the past month, I would say I've bought more books in the past month than I did probably the few months before. When I slowed down making videos, I was still buying books, but I wasn't buying heavily like I been finding recently, especially with the prices and books going up. I figured kind of slow down, but it's been pretty good on hunting, finding a lot of cheap deals. So yeah, I'll be making up another video. Got another stack probably about this size that I bought on Sunday. Got a ton of keys, so this one is kind of light on the keys. The next one probably is pretty heavy. So stay tuned. Gonna try my best to start doing some other types of videos. And I wasn't recording on Sunday when I was going through the con. I should have got some footage from the convention. But I'm gonna start taking footage of me hunting and stuff as well. Hopefully I can remember to pull my phone out and start taking video. But thanks again, guys. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the guys that have been watching my videos, since I've started, and for leaving the comments and thumbs up and everything. I want to say thank you, guys. And that's it. So I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.